Nigeria looks to me like a woman who has framed her pregnancy and goes to the hospital and speaks to a doctor that she wants to go into the delivery room. What are you going to give birth to? What's there? If the doctor does not know that there's no pregnancy there, at least you framing it, you know that there's nothing there. So for me, it feels like we always go in circles, and that's Nigeria. Because now, I was trying to make a hold of, okay, what happened? It was first gross misconduct, into sexual harassment, now into recall. How did we get here in less than a month? And like the whole thing, but I understand that playing politics in Nigeria, you need to have more than a crocodile skin to be able to probably adapt, because it still works that if you cannot beat them, you join them. Because there's no assurance that you can get them beaten. So if you are not ready to bow to that pressure,
not only will they beat you,
you will change address. As in, you will change you know, when you permanently change address, people have changed address
just
and
because
everything
of political drama.
Atibe Babarele, Daddy has finally gone. But what made Daddy to go is what remains under the covers. And I really fear for her altogether as well, because sometimes you're like, is it really a fight that she can finish, that she can win? And even looking at the fact that the women folk, the people who should vehemently stand with her,
are being used
against her. Simply because
I think that is my real problem, because we are in the International Women's Month. This is happening in International Women's Month. The spokesperson was a woman inside the International Women's Month. Come on.
So YK, for me, how do you, because for me, I'm looking at this and we've already established it's not about for or against. It's about what seems to be like an injustice that is being meted out. So legitimately, she has disobeyed the rule of the floor. She's been suspended. Should the suspension be a 6-month suspension?
No.
After that, should the conversation then move to a case of she's being recalled? Because I'm looking at it and saying some people have genuinely feel like Natasha own is too much. If somebody is extra, should this be the way we deal with that extraness? Are we not seeing the very visible political handwriting on the wall that Nima highlighted? And how do you build a democracy that is strong when we are facing this kind of challenge? She already said she's not apologizing anyway, based on what, like, it's not an apology thing anymore. I think we've already passed that.
Every other senator, I don't think Ndume did any apology.
And they were not
I don't
recalled.
think he did any apology.
This is us assuming that the recall has to do with her suspension.
Yes, no, that's what they said. The recall is
that's what they are saying now.
The recall is because of her suspension. Two of those spokespersons have said that she's been suspended. You think she died? In the video that I saw in an interview, somebody said she's been suspended and we cannot be without a representative. I'm like,
so what they should be fighting for?
The period of time that you want to use to do this referendum,
the Senate cannot
should put her
suspend her for 6 months. It's too long. That's what they should be fighting for. But what they are fighting for is to remove her completely.
And because the woman who spoke, I'm afraid that allegedly she works with the previous governor of Kogi State. So it's crystal clear. Like Nima said, that obviously somebody is bankrolling. So if we're even talking about women, yes, men can also stand up for women. But in this case, it's like power have passed power, water have passed Gary, and people want to be careful in the way they meddle into this situation. So everybody's just trying to remove themselves from the picture.
Senate one of the senior political orders of the Senate, I will not mention Senator, when they read his reports that time, they read it. He said that she was not suspended for the sexual assault allegation or petition. She was suspended for the unruly behavior on the floor of the Senate, disregarding the rules of the Senate. Now she first disregard rules of Senate because 6 months.
Akpabio himself disregard rules of Senate.
Yes, if it is this same, that's the thing. If it is that disregard for the rules of the Senate, we can count precedents that did not go on 6 month suspension.
So if that's like it's beyond.
You reach her turn now. They use
beyond
rock, kill, break.
So what we're discussing now is the fact that she's been suspended for 6 months. Her people feel they're not being represented, so they issued a recall. Not that they didn't fight for her to come back. They're not asking. There was no protest for her to come back. In most cases, when conversations regarding politics takes place, there's always somebody is funding this process, or if there's a protest, somebody was funding it. if there's a recall, somebody was funding it. If there is even this case of the drama that happened within the State Assembly, I mean the House, Senate, the chambers, there was conversation of something happened behind the scene. As citizens, we don't know what happened behind the scene. Our concern is, are we getting represented? Is there justice being seen to be done? What would justice look like for you, Dami?
Justice for me will look like fair hearing. Because in all of this, it's been one side and the other side. There's no common ground yet. I believe that she was voted for. I remember during her election period too, and different things that she faced, including her constituent road being dogged overnight. She had an accident. So she got safe. She's tough.
She is
because
actually.
If some people would have not even witnessed maybe 2-3 incidents, near-death incidents, colossal incidents, they would have given up. So I think that strength is what even the Kogi people should appreciate. But would you appreciate strength where there is hunger, active hunger in place? This hunger is not passive. It is an active one. Because you don't even know where your next meal is coming from. If the devil hands a lot of people a fork at his table, they will jump at it, regardless of maybe they are even the next meal to be feasted upon. And we know this Nigeria, like my dad will say, Nigeria is, let me use the word he uses, he says Nigeria is sometimes Operation Kid the Killer. Because you that they have sent on an errand to do something, they will send somebody next after you. So that's why I said we go in circles. It would have been appreciated by Nigerians if she was allowed to express herself, allowed fair hearing. They now decide, because the clarification network have joined together. Harassment have joined with misconduct. So we don't even know how to sieve the wheat from the chaff. Because if that first precedence of nightclub didn't happen, that was quite a condescending statement. You could have used to, oh, we are not in the church, oh, we are not. But the nightclub showed that there is more to it than meets the eye. Just naturally.
Let me take this call.
When you're busy at work, you don't get distracted. She should have gone to the seat where she was assigned and faced the business of representing the people of Kogi Central. That I agree with. But this has already happened. I also think that she should not have tested her popularity at this time because she fought so hard to get this seat. You saw what she went through at the election. It was a battle of life and death for her to get this seat. She should not have, sometimes when we are looking at things and some people are weighing the pros and cons and thinking, life is not all about rainbows and butterflies. It is sometimes about compromise. She should have, balanced things. That's a full, wholesome politician. It's not because you have stopped at that time to give way that you have become the weaker vessel. You have taken time. It has happened already. That's for her. If I were to talk to her privately, this is what I would be saying to her. But this has happened already. What are we gathering? What are we supporting? Either her or the
I'm saying that if something has happened, we are trying to resolve. If the resolution would make us minus one woman in the Senate, I will not support that resolution. And right now, the bickering among, we're just blindly supporting a woman, what she did is wrong. Everything that must be done to ensure that seat remains with a woman is what we must do. Lagos State had a female speaker. It did not last how many days? The shortest ever.
42. I'll be 49.
42. So we know that as women, we cannot afford to have us not support us. Not in the month of March. So there are comments saying, women supporting, that's not true. We must remind ourselves to keep our eye on the ball. We cannot get one woman into a leadership position and fight ourselves and say, she did not do well. If she did not do well, she's our woman. Let her still be there.